Hello, folks. Back at it for a Sunday night stream, as I'm calling it Sunday Night Slam, because why the hell not? I figured since, for once, I have the house to myself, meaning I can yell as loud as I want to, I figured, how about I go live? Just for the hell of it.
Just for the hell of it. Just for chicks and
Since
giggles.
I basically got all the reviews done for the weekend, I'm like, well, what the hell else am I going to do?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm joined by old Ricardo, Richard, Ricky.
Hello there. May the force be with you all.
I don't celebrate because I'm not a Star Wars guy. I know that's blasphemy to a lot of you people, but was never a Star Wars guy.
To each their own.
I like the Family Guy parodies more.
Spoiler alert. I am your father. Whoa.
What? Say what? Hey, Bash.
Hey, Bass.
How's it feel to finally get your third strike after all this time?
Oh my God. Finally, after 10,000 years.
Or you know what? I take that strike back. You're still at
Fuck
2.9999999999999 out of 3. I like to torture him.
I hate you.
I'm practically his big brother at this point. The right brother.
First of all, fuck this guy. Second of all, fuck this guy.
I mean, after all, he'll never live it down that he forgot the Royal Rumble and gimmick matches.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Was that the first strike? Was that the second strike?
I don't remember, but whatever.
Or the one of the many 9999999.
Yeah, the 2.9999999 all over the map. Or I'll just I said then and I'll say it again. How do you forget the Royal Rumble for that list? How? But
I don't know. But we digress.
I'm gonna see if I can get just another heavy metal maniac in here. I always have to scroll forever to find his Instagram and my DMs because I talk to so many people all the fucking time.
Same with me. Same with me. The new Thunderbolts film, so fucking good. So
I will go out on a limb and say it's the best movie since Endgame.
Since Endgame, yeah.
Even though Guardians 3 was amazing, Spider-Man No Way Home was amazing, Deadpool and Wolverine was great, Thunderbolts beats all of them.
It's so funny. And
especially Red Guardian.
Which we won't spoil anything because I know there's some people still watching it. We'll give it a week or two. But yeah.
He got you there, bud.
Well, at least somebody didn't call me a stowaway.
I stand by it was meant to be a children's joke. But I digress.
Hello there.
Hey, bud.
Hey. Hello.
We're just hanging out on a Sunday since nothing going on, home alone. I've been tired all day because I had to mow the grass right after waking up, which was about 9 o'clock. Luckily, I got done before 11. Then I cooked my own dinner, which took about an hour and a half. I made spaghetti with homemade sauce and homemade meatballs. And oh my God, I think it was the best spaghetti and meatballs I've ever had in my life. So pat myself on the back.
Yeah,
I haven't even finished it all. I made 24 meatballs out of 1 pound of meat, and I still got half of a quarter of a box of pastas cooked. That's still in the fridge, so I got plenty for lunch tomorrow.
Man, you got some leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just got back from a hike like about an hour ago. So.
Well, yeah, boss. That's the worst of the bunch. Out of all of our flub ups, that one takes the cake. James telling Scott wrestling's at work. He's like, "Did you really just say that to me? Of all the damn people in this call to tell me that, it's you? Like, get the hell out of here, kid."
Oh god.
Remember that whole thing verbatim. So there you have it. But anyways, so just for the hell of it, I still gotta quote my favorite thing from Thunderbolts from the trailer. "Don't worry, she's bulletproof." What happened to bulletproof? She's bulletproof-ish. I love David Harbour so much. Awesome.
We are the Thunderbolts. Nope.
No, we are not.
Nope. No, we're not.
But just a little thing for everybody that's watching that. For those who don't know, July 22nd, this guy is going to see Pantera and Amon Amarth live in Cincinnati. I said to myself, I promised myself, once this Pantera tour comes to Cincinnati or Columbus, I would be there. And I'm going to be there. And also to see Amon Amarth for the first time, which that's going to be a fun show. Because I want to see them. I want to see them have sword fights and rowing the oars on the Viking ship on stage. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Amon Amarth brings it live.
When I saw Amon Amarth a couple of years ago, that was a fun show, especially Whoa.
I think it's when they play Cry of the Blackbirds is where you get the sword fight.
I don't remember. They had a lot of sword fights. But honestly, they always go along with Twilight of the Thunder God. I won't spoil it, but yeah.
Which, speaking of Amon Amarth, I recently got the Crusher.
I don't have anything from Amon Amarth. I need to get Twilight
of the Thunder
God.
I have. Favorite. Let me see what all I got. Currently,
you have like the middle stuff. I think you don't have the early stuff.
Well, I got the debut, One Sent from the Golden Hall. I got Versus the World. Now the Crusher. With Odin on our side, Yam's Viking, and the Great Heathen Army. The big one I need to get, not only Twilight of the Thunder God, but also, what was that one that came out in 2004? Wasn't that Death and Fire, I think?
I don't remember.
But definitely those are the two that I definitely need to get. Well, also, Surtur Rising as well.
2004 was a Fate of Norns.
That was what the song was called, Death and Fire, and I think that was 2002.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the song. And then also, I finally completed the Emperor catalog. I got Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm doing probably need to get the Wrath of the Tyrant compilation of their very early stuff at some point, and then I'd have everything from Emperor.
Yeah, doesn't that come in the compilation now? With one of with the older albums? Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong.
And then I got the 2024 Tapping the Vein Redux triple disc.
Yeah.
Dude. I figured even though I already had it, I've already had the OG pressing of the album. I figured why not get the Redux? That way I get the remaster and the remix and their live in Tokyo.
Dude, that album rips. That's so heavy. I love that album.
And it's funny. It's like we all keep saying that there was a death metal element in there. Turns out they weren't listening to death metal at all during this era. It just happened by accident, essentially. I guess just because they were just going so fast and the production was so massive, it just came off that way.
Yeah.
Because like Andy Brings, the guitarist at the time, said like the big influences for his riff writing during this point was like DRI and Slayer and old Metallica, like really fast stuff, and he wanted to just speed it up.
Yeah.
That was really it. And also a lot of punk.
Yeah. I think the punk aspect really came across more in the later 90s stuff.
Which, Get What You Deserve, I still like. It just sounds like Sodom's attempt at a Motorhead album, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guitar tone was squawky, but I didn't mind. I thought it was a fun album. It was better than Masquerade in Blood and Till Death Do Us Unite, that's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that just, I feel like the album cover alone is a crime against humanity.
Yeah.
I would love to know what they were on when they thought of it. And we're like, yeah.
Well, then again, it was the 90s. Grunge was a thing.
Yeah, you kind of had to be weird if you wanted to like be kind of relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So it would seem.
And I mean, hey,
Death Metal Elias, I haven't seen you in here in God knows how long. What's up? But just for funsies, everybody in the chat, if you want to send us band versus band just to torture us, go for it.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Oh yeah. My next concert is in June. Metallica with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies.
Lucky bastard. I mean, my mom was one to go to this Friday Sonic Temple Festival in Columbus to see Metallica, but because she's been having doctor's appointments and hasn't heard from a friend to get tickets, it ain't gonna happen, which kind of blows.
And then after that, we're doing in September, and then in October, Priest with Alice Cooper and Corrosion of
I might go to that one in Cincinnati too, and my mom might actually go with me for that because she likes Alice Cooper. She'll listen to
I am one band away to complete my high school bucket list. You believe it or not?
And that's Priest.
Nope. Priest
Alice
will be
Cooper?
the second to last. No, Priest will be the second to last band. So for high school, my top 5 bands during high school were AC/DC, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and Guns N' Roses. So GNR will be the last one.
Good luck on that one.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Got
But
some doozies. Leprosy or Death Shall
Leprosy.
Death Shall Rise is amazing, but Leprosy is Leprosy.
Yeah, it's Leprosy.
Necrophagia or Incantation.
Yeah, Incantation.
I only know one Necrophagia album, and that's the first one.
Yeah, kind of an unfair matchup since I'm such a giant Incantation fan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is an interesting match. Ozzy Ultimate Sin or Dio Dream Evil? I'd have to go Ultimate Sin.
Ultimate Sin. Honestly,
I think I'm going to be the guy that goes against the grain and says Dream Evil.
Honestly, both awesome.
Honestly, with the Dio stuff after Sacred Heart, it's a hit and miss. It has some good stuff, don't get me wrong. But, to me, Dio, the band is Holy Diver, Last in Line,
Sacred Heart.
That's the Dio band for me. Dream Evil is almost in par. And then in the 90s when he went more from the medieval to more the cybernetic stuff, it's okay, but Ultimate Sin is Ultimate Sin.
I don't know. For me, Ultimate Sin, like, it has like a few really strong tracks on it. Like, obviously, Shot in the Dark is a classic, but the rest of the album I find just isn't as memorable as like Blizzard of Oz or Diary of a Madman.
Well, no.
Or hell, even No I think had better
you
tracks.
Gotta remember, this was what, 87, 86? At the peak of glam metal. I mean, you saw Ozzy's hair during that time, so
yeah, Well, both these albums are very similar because they're both kind of that more poppy, accessible metal. Like Dream Evil definitely has some more, but I don't know. I just think Dream Evil has stronger songs on it. Like I Could Have Been a Dreamer is like still one of my favorite Dio tracks on it, and what else? All the Food Sailed Away is amazing.
I will
give really strong tracks on Dream Evil.
I will give Dream Evil credit for the album cover. It's a really underrated Dio cover that nobody talks about, because nobody wants to listen to the album. And I'm like, it's Dream Evil. I'll jam it once in a while. Not like Holy Dive or Last in Line, but still pretty good album.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's interesting. Horrendous's Ontological Mysterium or Blood Incantation Absolute Elsewhere. I gotta go Blood Incantation on that. Although that Horrendous album, that was it was in my top 3 for 2023. And Blood Incantation was my number 2 last year, but I still gotta go Blood Incantation.
Yeah,
I still
Blood
can't stop
Incant.
listening to that album.
It's so
how
good.
they managed to infuse Morbid Angel, Time Ghoul, Death, Immolation, Genesis,
Floyd.
Rush, Pink Floyd, Tangerine Dream, all into one is whoa.
Well, then again, between albums, not counting the EPs, it was from what 2018,
2019 to last year. So
2019?
it's been a 5-year gap.
From Hidden History to Absolute Elsewhere. And again, amazing band live. Oh my god, they sang that entire
I want to
track.
see them live.
God.
I'm
man.
gonna have to abstain from this one. I don't like Blood Incantation, but I've also never listened to Horrendous, so I got no opinion.
Horrendous is great.
Yeah.
They're almost like their early stuff, old school death metal to the max. Almost like if you mixed Death and Entombed. Like it has a bit of that HM2 vibe, but the vocals and the songwriting was so like early Death. And then they went proggy, but man, they incorporate a lot. There's a song on this Horrendous album that almost sounds like blackened thrash, and it's really good.
I'll check it out just so I can actually be informed, but I'm not familiar with it.
And I think there's I think a member or two is also in Crypt Sermon.
Okay. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so there you go.
But for Blood Incantation, just go with Hidden History as a starter, and then go to Absolute Elsewhere.
I would say Star Spawn because that's more old school.
I've listened to Blood. I've listened to Hidden History. I thought it was all right. I just don't really care for their songwriting, honestly. You
don't like the cosmic stuff, don't you?
It's because Blood Incantation, if y'all remember I think it was during COVID when they rediscovered, was it fake, the Mexican alien that they re-released on the press. It's when they started comparing it to Hidden History, so they kind of gave them a bit of a bump. I think it was during COVID.
Also, people wanted to shit on them for doing an ambient EP with Time Wave Zero.
No, that was good. I wish they.
I haven't listened to it, and I still need to get it. But I don't mind ambient music, and they even fully admit that was just a one-off, and that they were going to go back to what they were doing with the next album.
I wish that they had that on CD when I went to see them. They just had it on vinyl because it wasn't released yet.
I mean, it's just really not my style of death metal, honestly. Like, I like Time Ghoul. I think, spilled a bit of my coffee. I think Time Ghoul are really good at that style. Other than that, not for me, honestly.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah, definitely.
And boss, you sorry son of a bitch on this one. Under the Sign of Black Mark or Blazing North Sky. My two favorite black metal albums of all time.
Under the Sign of the Black Mark.
No, it's
I gotta go Bathory on this, even though there will be times I will pick Blaze more, but
I'm gonna be the guy that goes with Blaze and Northern Sky. My favorite Dark Throne album, and my god, that album is just that's the album that pretty much kickstarted like Norwegian black metal. Honestly, that's where it started with that album.
Because after that, I think and then again the Death Crush EP kind of started first. In a way,
though. Like definitely the first wave. But I mean, I guess you could also say Burzum's debut was also because I forget
Immortals debut.
Immortals debut.
Because I forget when the Dark Throne came out, like the exact release date. But I know Burzum.
It was sometime in March of '92.
Well, Burzum was March 1992, so like they were both super early.
Like at the same time, because I know that Blaze came out on Peaceville, and the first Burzum came out on
Death Like Silence.
Yeah, there's always this like kind of weird with black metal. Like with death metal, like what was the first death metal album? It's always between Seven Churches or Scream Bloody Gore, usually.
It's Gore though.
With black metal, there's like so many different like options. Like, was Bathory's debut the first black metal album? Was it Samael's debut? Burzum's debut?
No, I mean, it's the honest, it has to be Venom. I mean, with Welcome to Hell.
Yeah, I mean, was Sarcophago the first black metal band? Was Propanatica the first black metal band? Like, so many different answers. There's no clear consensus on what. I would
always say the first real black metal band is Bathory.
Yeah, I would agree, but there's also a lot of people who would say no, Venom was the first black metal band.
Well, I'd say they're more. They're proto black metal. They always were more speed metal to me.
Even like New Album, honestly, I think Venom was a New Album band.
Yeah,
and like they're closer to Motorhead than anything.
And you got to think about it during the time. This was during the same time Number of the Beast came out, but Venom had more of the actually satanic, imagery
and
in front of you.
They also were closer to Motorhead than anybody else.
They had that dirty kind of sleaziness to them too, which was a big thing.
And Wolfson, I love you, but you're full of shit. That Venom did not inspire you.
Anyways, moving on. Oh, this is Turbo or Girl.
Oh, come
Turbo.
on, that's not fair. That's not fair.
They're both shit.
I'll take Turbo. I'll take Turbo because there are at least 3 songs I like on that album. Turbo Lover, Reckless, and Out in the Cold. Whereas Girls, I only like the title track for how dumb it is, but I do really love Wild Side.
If it was Dr. Feelgood, it would have a better chance. Or Son of the Devil. But I'm gonna go with Turbo.
I'm gonna go with Turbo too because Rob Halford is an infinitely better vocalist than Vince Neil.
That's
no question. No question about it.
Yeah. And besides, Judas Priest is my favorite band of all time. So, yeah.
Morbid Angel Domination or Cryptopsy Blasphemy Made Flesh. That's an interesting matchup.
I am going to go with Blasphemy Made Flesh because I love that album. It is just vicious. Domination's a really good album, but
there's a few songs that aren't the best. Mainly the interludes. Those are really
I've always been of the opinion that Domination would have been a really, really good EP, but if they trimmed off the fat, because like the interludes are totally pointless, and there's some really bad songs in it. Like Caesar's Palace is terrible. Hate Work.
I like Caesar's
Palace. Hate Work is garbage.
If they would have, I think with Caesar's Palace, had they whittled down the intro, I think it would have stuck the landing more. And Hate Work, that's kind of like a precursor to stuff Nile would do.
Yeah, but it's bad. It's bad. Hate Work sucks. I hate Hate. I hate Hate Work.
But then again, you do have killer tracks on there like Dominate, Where the Slime Live, Dawn of the Angry,
This Means
Eyes to
War.
See, Ears to Hear, This Means War.
But dude, on Blasphemy Made Flesh, you have Abigor,
Open Face Surgery,
Open Face Surgery, Defenestration, which is still one of the weirdest words in the English language, honestly.
I think I'll probably go with Blasphemy Made Flesh overall. But yeah, I still love Domination, even though I rank that as my number 6 Morbid Angel album. I still love it.
It's the weakest of their 90s material for sure.
Yeah, but still awesome. And then Blasphemy Made Flesh is killer.
Well,
but not quite None So Vile great though, I would say.
No, I mean there. Few albums are as great as None So Vile.
Oh god, that intro for None So Vile. Yeah.
Erosion of Sanity or Butchered at Birth? Erosion of Sanity. Just because I'm not the biggest fan of the production on Butchered at Birth. Whereas Erosion of Sanity by Gorguts, good lord, that is a tech death masterpiece.
I will say Butchered. I'm going to go with Butchered at Birth. I love that album, dude.
I love it too. I'm just not the biggest fan of the production on it.
You're killing me here, Bob. I met Lou. Man, Lou was a great guy.
If it was considered dead, I would have gone with Gorguts. But, dude, Butchered at Birth is such a... that's like really when Cannibal Corpse fully embraced who they would become. Like, it's just
became brutal death metal at that point, not really death
Yeah.
thrash band.
I'm gonna go with
The album cover alone.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I think that's their best album artwork they ever had. Might be
Yeah.
Netflix, but I think that's their best.
I would agree.
Yeah, probably next to like maybe Two of the Mutilated.
Or Wretched. I mean, Wretched Spawn has
Or
killer
Wretched
artwork,
Spawn.
too.
Or hell,
Right.
even
Oh,
Eaten Back
God.
to Life is phenomenal.
Oh,
For
yeah.
how goofy it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just love the songwriting improvements on Erosion of Sanity, whereas Considered Dead, that was like their leprosy. Erosion of Sanity, when they decide to go more tech death and just get gnarly with it before they went batshit on Obscura, which I do love Obscura for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Obscura, I'll be honest. It's bad in my opinion.
Ooh, Cryptopsy, Unspoken King, or Morbid Angels, Illuminum Anus. Can I pick neither? But
Neither.
Unspoken
I'll
King.
go.
It's more
I'll go
listenable.
Unspoken King because for a
Out of principle.
deathcore album, it's not bad. It's just not Cryptopsy.
Honestly, I don't even think Unspoken King is the worst Cryptopsy album. I feel like And Then You'll Beg is worse, personally.
I've heard that too, yeah.
And Then You'll Beg is really bad. Unspoken King is just questionable.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm not choosing either with this one.
This is like choosing between chopping off your left nut or your right nut.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
But if I had to choose, I guess I'll go Destruction because I'm not a Rob Flynn fan.
I don't know. I don't know. Supercharger has Bulldozer on it, which I do like that song. It's a good song, but I can't think of a single track off of Human Cannibal that I actually like.
If it was the black, probably would have gone Machine Head, but our principal goes with Destruction.
I like one song on Supercharger, so I'll go with Supercharger.
Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, if you want to
Hey.
join us, I can send you a link. Where's the slam? The slam is whenever I slam myself on my sit-up bench over there, which I'm not going to do that.
What's up, Peter? How you doing, my man?
Break. But yeah, so some other stuff that I got recently. I finally got this Benediction, the Grand Leveler. I still need to get Transcend the Rubicon, though.
I actually, it's not here yet, but I did order Transcend the Rubicon, and it should be here in the next few days, and I'm stoked.
Oh, I got this one for under $10. Bleeding Through's Declaration.
Never heard it.
Oh, this is for a metalcore album. I think there's more to it than just metalcore. Like there's melodic death metal, there's symphonic black metal on here, and it was produced by Devin Townsend, and it sounds huge. But man, there are times where it gets brutal on here, but also at times very melodic and really lush. So I don't know when it comes to metalcore of the 2000s, Bleeding Through has always been a top tier band, up there with Killswitch and Unearth and As They Lay Dying at that point.
How the mighty have fallen.
You think? Any opinions on the new Machine Head? I did not listen to it, and judging from the reviews, I probably will not be listening to it.
I reviewed it.
I listened to the last one that came out a few years ago. It was okay, but I think that was mostly down to having I forget his name from Decapitated, but
wait, Catharsis, you mean? Or wait,
they had one. No, they had one after Catharsis.
Oh no, right. I completely
think it was of Kingdom and Crown. I think it was called.
Yeah, no,
it was all right. It was
the new Machine Head. Looking back on my review, I would probably give it a lower rating than I did because, it's all right. I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever heard, but it's really nothing that's special.
Vogue.
Honestly.
That's who I was thinking of. Vogue from Decapitated. So,
yeah.
And I mean, I know Machine Head now has Reese, formerly from Havoc, who played on the new album, but I don't know. I really honestly feel like after not only what Rob Flynn did and then Catharsis, it is really soured me on ever listening to Machine Head.
I almost bought tickets for Machine Head because Lacuna Coil was in that bill, and I was like, I love Lacuna Coil. If it was another band besides Machine Head, I would have definitely seen Lacuna Coil and the other band. And then I realized that was the same weekend or same week I was gonna go to Dallas for AC/DC. So I was like, sorry,
well,
guys.
You knew where you were going to go, so there you go.
Oh yeah, I was like, and I wish I could have stayed like an extra couple of days in Dallas, because like 2 days after the AC/DC show, Cannibal was gonna play with Meshuggah, and I was
and
like,
Carcass.
Fuck. Yeah, and I was like, fuck, I should have stayed.
And you know what's funny? Our friend Stella, she was at AC/DC, of course, and then she stayed for Meshuggah, Cannibal Corpse, and Carcass.
I know.
And she said that Meshuggah show was the best show she ever went to. So
I wish I could have met, but there were so many fucking people, man. It was a stadium show, aparte.
You dirty bastard.
Marcia Sirius. Marcia Sirius for me. Marcia Sirius.
Me too.
Crack the Sky, that album changed my life when I was 14, 15. That's still probably my favorite prog metal album of all time.
If it was Leviathan,
I love From Mars to Sirius. I mean, both of these albums are my number ones with both bands, but because I've listened to Crack the Sky more, I have to go Crack the Sky.
For me, if it was like in terms of Mastodon albums, to me it's Leviathan. To me, that's like
that's my number two. That's my number two, Mastodon.
That's like the album for me.
That's my number one. My clear cut number one. Remission, very close second.
Damn, Crack the Sky below Remission, huh?
Blood Mountain, come on, we gotta get.
Again, it's personal.
Yeah, Blood Mountain, arguably the heaviest album too.
Personal preference for me, I like the sludgy grooviness of Remission more than the proggy stuff, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know. Crucify me, if you will. Go ahead. I'm right here. Come on.
Boo this band.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy that the Hunter has gotten some good repetition as of late. Because remember when
thankfully, because that initially
as H-Well.
Well, the Hunter, I know it was like kind of an odd one, but I don't think anybody really hated that album.
It's like most fans are like either halfway about it or they really, really love it.
Yeah, it's like nobody flat out says it's bad or it's not good. It was just a shift. They decided, well, we're not going to repeat Crack the Sky because why should we? Let's streamline everything, but still do Mastodon. And they do a great job at it. I mean, Mastodon can do no wrong. Hell, whenever they do their next album, I expect that to be awesome too.
How do you think that's gonna be now that
Brent's gone? I mean, it's gonna feel weird without having your riff or your awesome soloist with him and his vocals. So
yeah, well,
whoever they get permanently, I'm confident he'll do great on guitars. I think vocals were okay with just Troy and Braun doing the vocals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brent was never
great.
Brent was
maybe not live.
Yeah,
maybe
vocalist.
not live. Maybe he wasn't great live, but on the albums, he reminded me a lot of Ozzy in his vocals.
Well, when you saw Mastodon live, how did he sound?
I don't think he did very much vocals. It was mostly Troy and Braun that did the vocals.
But the couple of times that he sang,
he was solid. But Troy and Braun stole the show, obviously, when it came to vocals. But man, when they played March of the Fire Ants, holy hell. And the freaking pyro flames bursting while Bill's just up on stage and he's playing the guitar and he just goes just kicking up the stage. Which I want to see Mastodon live again at some point too.
Oh, I would love to see them live.
Fear Factory Obsolete or down Nola.
Nola. I love Obsolete, don't get me wrong, but Nola is one of the greatest metal albums of all time. Every single riff on that album is incredible.
Nola. If it was the manufacturer,
If it was demanufacture, I would have gone demanufacture, but I'm going to go NOLA for this. Obsolete, though. Obsolete, if I were to eventually do a Fear Factory ranking,
would be high.
It would be between 2 and 3 for me, because Soul of a New Machine I absolutely love, too.
Dude, the riff on Lifer is so good.
Dope Sick or Blessed Black Wings? I've heard. Who did Blessed Black Wings?
That was High on Fire.
High on Fire. I can't really comment. I haven't listened to either. I know I'm so behind when it comes to sludge bands.
Probably Dope Sick.
I think Dope Sick is probably my favorite I Hate God album. I love Dope Sick. Don't get me wrong. I love Blessed Black Wings too. Would probably be my top 3 High on Fire albums, but I gotta go with Dope Sick on this one.
Let's see. Hey, what's up, Mindful? Do you think we'll ever see New Iced Earth ever? If John can get a band, if he can get people to join him.
Judging off of the last Iced Earth album, my expectations are exponentially low.
Yeah. I mean, even if John gets a band back together, I don't know if they could ever match. They'll never be able to match the glory days.
No.
It's gonna be difficult because it's not gonna be Horror Show. It's not gonna be Burnt Offerings.
Nor should it. Like, if John can get a band together, maybe try something new and see if it'll work or not.
I mean,
or at least keep. I mean, but again, it depends on if he can get people to join him, though.
Yeah,
he really destroyed his own reputation by doing what he did. So.
I have my opinion on it, but I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not gonna out myself on where I stand on the political spectrum. Then again, I don't give a shit. If anything, I'm a centrist / anarchist, if anything. But
move along.
Oh, this is tough.
You motherfucker. Leave. God damn it.
I'm going Paradise Lost.
How dare you be named after Aaron?
I'm going to go Paradise Lost.
My Dying Bride, that was in terms of the Peaceful 3, that was the first one I discovered.
I'm going to... My Dying Bride is more consistent than Paradise Lost, but I think Paradise Lost might have higher highs.
Oh yeah, Paradise Lost has higher highs.
5 albums are classic, and their last 3 have been killer too.
Yeah,
Paradise Lost, that killed me. My heart.
I do think John can come back in musicians if Tim and Beezus can. Well, you're not wrong there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, anything's possible. Even though I will flat out say I like John way more than I like Tim Lambrestus. Beezus. If you know the joke, good on you. Don't have high hopes for New Behemoth. Well, okay. So I was saying this to Ricky before we went live. The title track, despite the cringy lyrics, musically I thought was good. Shadow Elite was phenomenal. Yes. It sounded like old school Behemoth. I haven't listened to the new single that came out, but I'm waiting until the album drops on Friday. I'll honestly say I think it's going to be better than their last 2. I will say I think it's going to be better than the last 2.
That's not saying a whole lot.
But it's not going to beat the new Hate album. Yeah, that new Hate album's amazing.
I think Behemoth has finally realized on their head they're not going to create another Satanist. They've been trying to do that for the past couple of years, but they cannot duplicate that again. I Love You, Your Darkest has a lot of really great songs in Contra Naverium.
And then Opus Contra Natrum, I thought was better. It was more consistent, but there weren't any songs that stood out.
It was boring as shit.
But I think this new one's going to be far better than the last.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because that song, Shadow Elite, was such a damn good song. I'm like, this is the Behemoth we need. Not
Demigod.
trying to be bombastic like you were on the Satanist. Just get straight to the point with your songs, and that's what you did on that.
I'll be keeping my expectations tempered.
Like mid.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much the same way. I'm pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Scott. Push, job, endeavor, balls, shaft, taint. Oh, dear. Push, shaft, job, balls, and endeavor, taint, I guess? I have no fucking clue.
Push, balls, job, shant, endeavor, taint. I guess.
Oh, Aaron. You're doing this. You're doing a disservice with this one. I have to go dismember with this.
Yeah. That's
Even though Nocturnal Silence is maybe my favorite necrophobic album, but you gotta go dismember on that.
You gotta go with Dismember.
Like that and Left Hand Path are the Swedish death metal albums. Those are the two albums that embody everything great about that whole sound.
Yeah. Opinion on Lord Belial. I only listened to the last album, Rapture. It was amazing, and I can't wait for the new one.
Yeah,
I still need to listen to their old stuff, though.
Listen to the new one.
Lord Belial is awesome. Like the debut, Kiss the Goat, is a really good album, and yeah, Enter the Moonlight Gate, that's a classic too. Yeah, no, Lord Belial is awesome. They're solid, riffy black metal.
Okay, so there's now Master of Puppets, hands down.
Yeah, Master.
Tomb of the Mutilate's amazing, but Master of Puppets is fucking Master of Puppets. It's a top 3 metal album of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sorry, Scott. Cannibal loses.
Tomb of the Mutilated is not even my favorite.
It's in my. I think it was in my top 3, top 4.
I think it was either 4th or 5th when I did my Cannibal Corpse ranking.
I mean, the go-to Cannibal Corpse album for me is always going to be The Bleeding.
I'm trying to remember. I think my top 5. Number 1 for me was Wretched Spawn. Number 2 was Bleeding. Number 3 was Kill, and number 4 or 5. I get them mixed up. It was either Butchered at Birth or Tomb of the Mutilated.
Actually, now I'm going to throw one out at Ricky, and you're going to really hate me for this.
Oh God, I'm already. All right, hit me.
My Dying Bride, Turn Loose to Swans, or Catatonia, Dance of December Souls.
Oh God.
Personally, for me, this is a very easy one. Turn Loose to Swans. I like Dance of December
both
Souls.
albums. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder, but that's what she said. But I don't know. I'll probably go with Turn to Swans. Go with that, My Dying Bride.
I like this Dance of December Souls, but honestly, it's probably my least favorite Catatonia album.
That's like my absolute favorite Catatonia album, next to Brave New. Really? It was the first one I discovered. Next to like Brave New Day and like some of the. I mean, don't get me wrong with Catatonia, you can't go wrong with any era, honestly.
Yeah, whether they were Death Doom or alternative rock or gothic metal or prog alternative now, which I can't wait for their new album too.
I still stand this on this hill. That's what Anathema should have done. I still stand it by this day. The route that Catatonia has taken, Anathema should have done after the 5th album. Just saying.
Yeah, instead they went for this weird like
radio. They went Radiohead. They went Radiohead before Radiohead became Radiohead.
And I hate Radiohead.
Anal Cunt or Putrid Pile. I'll go Putrid Pile because they're more fun.
Putrid Pile's fun. Anal Cunt is just garbage.
Yeah.
It's not even it goes below like novelty into just like
absurdity.
Pointlessness.
Into pointless absurdity,
Yeah. Like it's just stupid for the sake of being stupid. Putrid Pile has riffs.
Yep. Now, Maniac, to throw one out at you.
Oh God.
I know that's
Hit me with it. Just hit me with it.
Well, I have to think about it now. I'm making you sweat.
I don't like this. The anticipation's killing me.
Candlemas, Epicus, Dumicus, Metallicus,
Oh God.
or Witchfinder General's death penalty.
Epicus Dumicus Metallicus for me on that one.
I don't like this anymore.
And I only did it because you were wearing a Witchfinder General shirt. So I'm like, screw it. I might as well.
All right, just by an inch, I'm gonna go with Witchfinder General, only because Epicus Dumicus Metallicus. I love it. It's my It's literally my channel profile picture. I love that album, but it is not my favorite Candlemas album. If it was Tales of Creation or Nightfall against Death Penalty, Candlemas probably would have won. But I gotta go with Death Penalty because, first of all, I'm wearing the shirt, sick ass shirt, obviously. But dude, Death Penalty, it's the perfect blend of Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath, and it's a fucking amazing album.
Yep. I mean, hell, where is it? Oh, it's back there. Yeah, I showed it off in my last update.
You dirty person.
Testament to Ritual, Megadeth. Ritual, hands down. Ooh, Testament to Ritual. I like Euthanasia, but I don't love the album. Ritual, I love. That's my number 3 Testament album.
Ritual's still like, I don't know, Euthanasia was kind of their alternative metal gamble, kinda. I feel like Ritual was still closer to what Testament was good at in a way.
And yeah, it was kind of their attempt at a Black Album sound, but they did it so damn well. And also, the title track's like their doomiest song.
I mean, dude, Electric Crown is still a ripper of a song.
So many underrated cuts on that album, like Troubled Dreams, As the Seasons Gray, So Many Lies, Let Go of My World, and hell, best moment, that solo on Return to Serenity.
Yeah.
That is like one of the greatest guitar solos in metal history.
Let's see. I got one for Maniac. Let's see this one.
Oh, God.
Broken Glass by Crowbar.
Ooh.
Versus... Let's see here. Acid Bats When a Kite Strings Pop.
All right. That one's sturdy.
This is not as easy as I'm going to make it sound, but I have to go with Acid Bath on this one. I love Broken Glass. I love Broken Glass. However,
I'm gonna bet if it was either Oddfellows Rest or Sonic Excess in its purest form, you might have went with Crowbar.
If it was Sonic Excess, I would have gone with Crowbar. Oddfellows Rest, it would have been a fight. But I mean, When the Kite String Pops, that's the album that got me into sludge metal, so it will always be very special to me.
Testament to New Order, Anthrax Among the Living. That's
Among the Living.
This one's mean.
Among the Living.
That's tough because New Order's my number 2 Testament album, and Among the Living's my number 1 Anthrax album, but they're so close. I think by a notch, I'm going to go Among the Living. If it was the Legacy versus Among the Living, I would have gone with the Legacy.
Oh, same.
But I'm going Among the Living.
I'm going to say Among the Living, too. I love the New Order, but Among the Living, that's...
like Top to Bomb's classic.
NFL. And not
Nice
the
Fucking
league.
Life. Nice Fucking Life in reverse. This is interesting. Stay Hungry or Scumdogs of the Universe.
Oh, come on.
Very odd matchup, I must admit.
Very odd. You gotta say two different schools of thought here.
I'll be honest, I still have not listened to much in the way of War, so by default, Twisted Sister, because Stay Hungry is a classic.
I'm gonna go
Stay
with
Hungry
Twisted Sister because I've listened to them more than War.
Same here. Oh, this is a good one. Broken Hope, Loathing, or Monstrosity and Dark Purity?
Loathing.
Loathing.
Although I will admit, if it was either Millennium or Imperial Doom by Monstrosity, it would have been very difficult.
Actually, okay, so sorry, this is going to be off. Levi, I think I've actually got a question for you, and I'm curious to see what you're going to pick for this one. So, Broken Hope, Bowels of Repugnance, or Suffocation, Breeding the Spawn?
Oh no.
Bowels of Repugnance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though like the production on Bowels ain't the best, it's better than breeding. It's better than Breeding the Spawn. But I'm one of the few people that actually kind of like the production on Breeding the Spawn because it kind of gave it a more borderline black metal production because it was very raw. And also, I prefer to listen to the songs off the original than the re-recordings. Personally,
I mean, there's so many good songs on Breeding the Spawn, like Animalistic Offerings,
the title track,
Decimation.
Epitaph of the Credulous. But Bowels of Repugnance, even though it's not my favorite Broken Hope album, it might be my number 2.
It's my number 2.
But
okay,
it's just that album's just
remember my members.
Yeah,
Belching Vampires. Hobo Stew. The song titles on that album are so freaking good.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you, Levi. I got one for you, Levi.
Ooh.
Vader de Profundis or Behemoth's Demigod?
Demigod.
De Profundis.
Really?
What? Demigod or De Profundis?
Hold on. If it was Litany, I would have said Litany, because that's my favorite Vader album.
Really? I thought you were going to go with De Profundis.
Dude, De Profundis is the best Vader album. Litany's close second, very close second, but De Profundis is... It's De Profundis. Come on.
Enslaved Frost or Emperor Nightside? Emperor.
In the Nightside. Nightside Eclipse.
Frost is amazing, but Nightside Eclipse is my number 3 black metal album of all time.
It's one that
it's high on there.
One of the big gateway black metal albums for me. Ino Satana.
Yeah.
I am the Black
Wizards. Towards
Cosmic Keys to My Creation in Times.
Candlemass self-titled or Pentagram self-titled?
Pentagram. I love Candlemass self-titled, but the Pentagrams, that album is so... Dude.
$20 spin. That song alone.
Congrats for Pentagram, by the way, for going viral recently and actually blowing up after, 50 years?
Yeah, I kind of missed the show. I was thinking of going to see them this weekend, but
dude, the riff on the Ghoul and Victor Griffin is such an underrated guitarist. Honestly, that dude's a riff bastard.
Oh, Scott just gave us the easiest one of the night. Duskiner Embracer, October Rust, hands down.
October Rust. I love Cradle of Filth, but October Rust is October Rust.
Yeah, no.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. With Cradle of Filth, I would like them more if Danny Filth would quit doing that voice. Stop it!
I would like Cradle of Filth if Cradle of Filth didn't sound like Cradle of Filth.
If it was Cruelty and the Beast, it would have had a higher chance, but it's October Rust.
October Rust isn't even my favorite Typo album, but it's infinitely better.
Number 3.
My number 3 as well. It's infinitely better than anything Typo Negative or Cradle of Filth has ever done.
For me, it's Bloody Kiss. That's my favorite Typo album.
World Coming Down for me.
World Coming Down. With Bloody Kiss is my number 2.
So depressing, and I love it.
Oh, mindful. Mindful, you dirty bastard.
The always question since the dawn of time. It's like picking between Ride the Lightning and Master.
Or your left nut and your right nut, which is more important to you.
Pretty much. Oh, God. I mean, I love both albums.
I'm going Immolation for this.
I can go either or depending on the day. But then again, Onward is essential to Death Doom, brutal Death Doom, but Dawn of Possession
That was more
God.
like their old school death metal oriented album before they decided to
Yeah.
go to the becoming the kings of dissonance.
It's not. It's not. This is always a
not
question.
easy.
It's not easy. But for
It's not
me,
easy.
Onward to Golgotha is my choice.
In terms of Incantation albums, that next to Diabolical Conquest, it's always a choice.
Immortal
but-
Throne of Nazarene.
Oh God, that's a good one too. But
Honestly, the last Incantation album was my number 2
Mhm.
when I did Incantation.
but as of now, I'm gonna go with an Incantation. Onward to Golgotha. Again, it could go either or depending on the day.
Oof.
Yeah.
Bloody Kiss Rock to Bloody Kisses. By
Bloody Kisses. Bloody Kisses.
Bloody kisses. Bloody kisses.
I mean, I love them both, but I love
Yeah.
Bloody Kisses because that was the last you really got of the thrashy, punky stuff.
I love everything Typo. I love everything Peter
Yeah,
Skills has
me
done,
too.
but
Me too.
yeah, Bloody kisses.
Yeah.
I mean, literally writing a song called "We Hate Everyone," and that perfectly describes my views on bullshit.
Kill all the white people.
Macabre or Ailstorm? That's an oddball match.
What?
These bands are nothing like each other.
I appreciate for
they're-
going different, although I don't know.
They're fun
They're
bands.
they're both fun in their own way. Macabre being fun death metal that sing about hokey serial killers, while Ailstorm's fun, folky power metal about pirates. And the fact that they did a cover of "You Are a Pirate" from one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows growing up, Lazy Town, that gets you 2 thumbs up from me.
I'm gonna go
But
with
if I had to pick, I've listened to Ailstorm more, so I'm probably going to go Ailstorm. But I do like Macabre.
I don't like either, but I'd probably say Ailstorm because they're slightly more listenable. I hate Macabre, honestly. It's the vocals that get me in that band. Those fucking
You don't like that? You don't like that?
No,
You don't like- you're not
they're
corporate
so
death guy.
bad. Like the vocals suck, and they kill any possible enjoyment I could get out of the music.
If Nick were here, he'd be like, "You're
Oh.
wrong, man. You're wrong."
Oh, he would crucify you upside down.
Yeah,
Because I agree with Nick. I like corporate.
he would
death.
crucify me
He's
upside down.
not
and
good.
quiet.
I'm not saying he's a great vocalist, but I go for the fun. I like how he just goes from going like, because it's supposed to be hokey.
He's like someone making fun of death metal vocals. Honestly,
None so vile.
not so vile.
Not so vile.
I love Blasphemy
Blasphemy
Made
Made
Flesh,
Flesh is my number 2.
but none so
If I
vile
ever-
is none so vile.
If I ever rank Cryptopsy, those were my top 2. Ooh, this is a good one. Gravedigger or Running Wild.
Running Wild. Running Wild.
Running Wild. I like Running Wild.
Local bands. They're both German power metal, but I got over Running Wild. They have more
I
legs.
love Gravedigger. Gravedigger's a lot of fun, but
The
Running
new
Wild,
Gravedigger album's really good.
Running Wild is the highs are higher with Running Wild, and they're
Yeah, I'd
more
probably go
consistent.
Running Wild
Yeah.
too.
I just saw this one.
It's easy top.
Yeah,
ZZ
I
Top,
like
come on.
Mortician, but
Mortician's fun, but
I
it's
like
easy
Mortician.
top.
it's easy top. Come on.
Come on, boss.
Tejas,
now
Tejas.
Now you just being silly, boss. And you wonder why I'm not letting you in the call. Yeah.
Eliminator.
Yet.
Yeah, it's easy top. That's easy.
Motorhead or Saxon? I gotta go Motorhead. I love Saxon, but
This one's hard for
Lemmy.
me.
Lemmy, I gotta go Motorhead.
They're so close to because they both write the same album over and over again.
But it's great,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Motor Saxon. Saxon head.
Motor Saxon.
No.
I gotta go.
Close? Can I pick close? Saxon, moving on. Just because I've seen him twice, like
You're betraying Lemmy? How dare you?
Motorhead. It hurts, but I gotta go with Motorhead. Just because I've been a Motorhead fan longer than I've been a Saxon fan, so
same here, yeah. And also, Ricky, you all think your lucky stars Nick ain't in here doing his whole routine of.
I know.
That's blasphemy what you've done.
I know.
You betrayed Lemmy. You betrayed God. You fucking heathen.
We're all
Deftones
heathen.
Tool.
Deftones.
I'm on Tool.
I like both bands. So
I like Deftones, but I love Tool. So
Tool.
See, I'm in the opposite boat. I like Tool, but I love Deftones.
I regret
I still need to dig further on more Deftones than what I've heard. Whereas I've listened to almost everything Tool. So
what do you mean almost everything? They have such a short discography.
I know, but like I haven't gone back and listened to like Undertow in full, whereas with Lateralis and 10,000 Days, if you're an Inoculum.
Dog. You have not listened to Undertow in full.
In full, no.
Dude, Undertow is the best Tool album in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Yeah, Lateralis, fuck you. Undertow is better than all of those.
Lateralis has to be Lateralis.
Undertow's best.
Ooh, this is a good matchup.
Wasp, Metal Church. Wasp falls off for me after Headless Children. I don't like anything after that.
The Crimson Idol's so good. Come on,
I don't like that album. It's boring as shit.
What the fuck?
It's a fucking wishy-washy rock opera about, oh, I'm such a sad rock star. Fuck you. Give me some fucking riffs, man.
Tell me how you really feel, maniac.
And just for that, I'm going Wasp.
Yeah, same with me. I'm gonna go with Wasp.
But I will say the first two Metal Church albums,
two of the greatest metal albums of all time.
God,
especially The Dark.
Beyond the Black.
Speaking of The Dark or Alice in Hell, boss,
Alice in Hell.
You are doing Metal Church a disservice with this one. I have to go Alice in Hell.
Alice in Hell.
I'm gonna
Jeff Waters riffs.
This is such a hard one for me. Fuck, dude, I love Alice in Hell. That's the best Annihilator album.
Not even Never.
No, it's not
close, but it's still not there.
Boss, once upon a time, we were friends. I don't know if I like you anymore after this one. But, Alice in Hell, final answer. But fuck you.
Okay, Aaron, we're going to take AC/DC out of this because we would all pick them.
Yes.
So we're going to do just Crocus or Airborne.
Crocus.
I'm actually going to go Airborne. Crocus
is good.
Crocus is fun, but I like Airborne. Like, I don't know, there's just something about like their fusion of AC/DC, Def Leppard, Metallica, and Motorhead always sticks with me. Plus, they're really fun too.
Dude, Airborne is like the most dad band that ever dad. It's like literally if Pabst Blue Ribbon was a band.
Speak of the devil, there's Nick. Hey, Nick. So Nick, you missed it.
AC/DC versus Crocus versus Airborne. No one wins.
I win. I was there.
They listen to the same song over and over and over again, dude. That song's about a chick and some beer shit. I don't know.
So, Nick, when we got to this, Ricky, what did you say?
I said Saxon.
Oh, dude, there's some fucking bad Saxon albums, dude.
There's some not good Motorhead albums.
I know.
There's nothing in Motorhead's catalog that is as bad as like Solid Ball of Rock or shit like that.
There's some that are close. There's some that are kind of close. There's some that get close, honestly.
Not that I've heard. No, Solid Ball of Rock was pretty bad, dude. Shit, because I own a lot of Saxon.
Rock the Nations. That album's terrible. Party Till You
I'm not a
Puke
fan
is
of Rock the Nations.
Party Till You Puke is the worst song they ever did.
Elton fucking John, which on paper sounds badass, but the execution, well...
Let me see what bad Saxon albums do I own? Because I definitely own some. Early stuff's pretty good. Really wasn't a huge fan of Crusader. Dogs of War, misleading album cover. There's not much war going on there.
Crusader's my favorite Saxon album.
What?
Saxon.
Better than
Yeah.
Wheels of Steel or Denim and Leather?
Dude, Wheels
Yep,
of Steel, dude,
Better
like the
than
last two are
Glory.
better than that album. Excuse me.
Yep, that's my favorite Saxon album. That's the
Power
one.
and Glory is uneven. I do like The Eagle Has Landed, though. That's a fucking killer track.
Oh,
Solid Ball of Rock sucks. Yeah, their discography is really, really hit or miss.
Hey,
Like when they're good, they're fucking great.
I seen them live twice. That's more I can say for Motorhead. Okay, that's
I saw
what I'm
Motorhead
going-
once.
Well, Lemmy's dead, so it's like kind of
Yeah,
like
I mean, if you see Motorhead now, it's in your dreams or on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick before we continue. So, Nick, I wanted to show you this. So, because I had the house to myself finally for more than a day, I decided to make homemade spaghetti sauce and meatballs.
Nice.
And it was fucking awesome. Like the best spaghetti sauce and meatballs I've ever had. Of course, the pasta was botched, but it was all good. All right, back to the action. Again, this one ain't fair to them. Unleash No Life Dwells or
Oh,
it's gotta be
come
Dismember
on.
again.
Well, yeah, it's
Remember,
like an
yeah.
ever-flowing stream.
even though that's the best Unleashed album.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Dismember,
again, putting it up against like an ever flowing stream just
putting any Swedish death metal album up against Dismember is honestly you're probably going to lose.
other than
Left
Left
Hand
Hand
Path.
Path.
Well, other than Left Hand Path, but Dismember is the Swedish death metal band. Entombed, yeah, but they're inconsistent. Dismember is consistent as hell.
I mean, they did have a little bit of a death and roll flirtation.
I mean, yeah, but it was,
capacity was.
a
I mean,
little bit.
it was still good. It's still
Yeah.
good. You know, I mean, that's the one with Casket Garden on it. I love that
Mhm.
fucking song.
But dude, like the worst Dismember album versus the worst Entombed album, no fucking
not even
competition.
close.
oh yeah, dude,
Yeah.
no.
Not
There's
even
no
close.
same difference in
Yeah.
Dismember's catalog.
No, that was like they're like what alternative metal.
Oh, dude, that album's fucking pure butt.
Yeah.
I own it. I know.
Ooh, this one's
Overkill.
tough.
Overkill.
I gotta go
Overkill.
Voivod. Voivod's a more interesting discography. I love Overkill, and there's that whole mid period where I feel like the groove metal ish stuff like WFO, Killing Kind.
Voivod kind of had that too, though.
But
Like,
they did.
they tried the whole industrial metal thing.
Oh, dude, I love those albums. Oh, and like Megatron's not as good as Phobos. Phobos fucking rips. I fucking love that album.
I don't know.
And
I think-
you know, everyone talks shit about Angel Rat. I love Angel Rat. Angel Rat's a killer album. Same thing with Outer Limits. Fuck, love that album.
Angel Rat's goofy.
Well, it's a Rush album. It's their Rush album. That was the whole inspiration. They wanted to make a Rush album. Honestly, they did a better job on Outer Limits. Dude, like fucking Jack Luminous. Fuck, that song is amazing.
I don't know. For me, it's kind of personal preference because I like early Voivod the most compared to their later stuff. It's good, but I just don't listen to it as much.
God, man,
If
they're
we're comparing
last.
specific albums, it feels like Killing Technology versus Years of Decay. That would have been really difficult for me. Or Dimension Cross versus Horoscope. That's like impossible for me.
Oh, dude, Horoscope's underrated.
Yeah.
That one gets overlooked a lot. I love that album.
Dude, Blood Money is such a killer song.
I mean, dude, later stuff, Ironbound, dude. Ironbound
Yeah.
fucking kicks the shit out of a ton of like newer thrash albums.
Yeah. The hardest working band in thrash.
Yeah, really from Iron Age on to right now, they've been killing it. I'm gonna go Overkill, and also it's gonna be tough to rank their discography this Halloween. So
It'll take
20
forever to do.
albums. Yeah, I don't think it'll take as long as Dream Theater, despite more albums. So there's that.
Oh,
Scott,
fucking Rick.
Midnight or Toxic Holocaust? I gotta go Midnight. I love
Midnight.
Midnight.
Midnight. Gotta go
I love Midnight. I do feel like I'd be getting the same album over and over again. Like, I love that style. If it was, shit, I don't know. It'd be kind of tough if it was just said, like, live. Because Midnight Live is tons of fucking fun.
Oh, yeah.
But Toxic Holocaust is, too. I'd probably go Toxic Holocaust because I've been a fan of them a little bit longer, and there's a little bit more variety in their stuff. Like, not much, but just enough.
I'm with Nick. I'm going Toxic Holocaust.
All right, boss. Hellripper or Goat Whore?
By default, I'm going to go Goat Whore. Haven't listened to much Hellripper, to be honest.
Hellripper.
Oh,
We gotta go with our
even
boys.
though Goat Whore's been around longer, I gotta
Yeah.
go Hellripper. I mean,
Yeah.
especially that last album. My God.
And the last Goat Whore fucking whooped ass.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm gonna go Goat Whore just because been a fan of them longer. I've seen them live multiple times. They crush live. Sammy, fucking riff lord.
And they're directly tied to one of my other all-time favorite bands, Acid Bath.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, Maniac. You need to listen to the last Hellripper album. If you love, like first wave black metal, speed metal, thrash metal, classic heavy metal, all mixed together, that's the album. Like you get like thrashers, you get D-beat stompers, you get battery worship. You even get a song that sounds like Catatonia and Opeth mixed together. At
The last track, yeah.
The last track, Mr. Storeworm. That is like that is James McBain's almost prog metal song.
I learned what a Nuclevi was. It's a Scottish mythological like cryptid creature.
And plus, I'm a bit biased because Ricky and I are a bit biased because James has become a good friend of ours. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Kind of
It's a hell of a
tugs on
writer.
the heartstrings a bit. And he's working on a new album that might be out tail end
Next
this
year?
year or early next year. Which
I think by next year.
and also, and James, we talked about it. I hope you got Daniel DK to do a guest solo on the album. You said you wanted to do on the last album, but couldn't make it happen. That would be pretty fun.
That would be killer.
Oh, BT Bam or Gorguts?
No. It's Between the Buried Meat of Gorguts. It's like the crossover project.
Oh, then cool. We have an answer. Yes.
Dude, I would honestly like to see Luke LeMay do something with the BT Bam guys. That would be really interesting.
He and Paul Wagner are very different guitarists.
I feel like they could make something interesting though. Like they're different, but they're different, but they're like kind of in the same vein, kind of. They're technical. They're both technical.
Oh, they're very technical, but Luke LeMay, like he lurks more on that distant realm with like the weird angular riffs. Like his playing, I've seen Gorguts twice. It's incredible live band.
Yes.
Like you're just gonna stand there with your jaw open, like how the fuck?
Yeah.
And Luke LeMay is like one of the nicest dudes I've
Oh,
ever met.
he is. He was so nice when I met him.
I would love to interview him on the podcast. At some
Oh,
point.
he's a sweet dude, and he loves to talk metal. And just talk in general, like just again, super nice dude.
Honestly, for me, I'm probably going to upset some people, but probably you, Nick, especially. But I'm going to go with Gorguts.
This is tougher because I love both bands, honestly. Because I'm not a big fan of Obscura.
That album sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's just weird. From Wisdom of Hate was much better.
Easy to Zoidberg.
But I'm gonna go with BT Bam just because Colors I think is one of the best prog metal albums ever. Coma Ecliptic right up there with it. And Colors 2 is pretty good. I don't know. Like I have an issue with sequels. Like it didn't suffer from too much sequelitis, but it was still really good.
I'm gonna have to go Gorguts because I've listened to them longer than BT Bam. So
that's kind of thing with me too. I still need to dive more into BT Bam's.
I mean, I have all the BT Bam stuff from Alaska to right now, but I haven't dove head on into everything.
Oh, Colors is goated.
Here,
I mean, Colors too. I loved that when it came out. So
while we're on the topic of between the buried and me. Necrotic Nick, I have a question for you. So, colors or watershed?
Very different moods.
Oh,
Very
Jesus
different.
Christ.
All right, in terms of like in terms of like
that
the
hurt.
honestly, you know what? I would go colors just because that's their most ambitious album. Like, all right, Watershed, I wouldn't say was the most ambitious album from Opeth. It's just my favorite. Like, it has songs that tug on my heartstrings. I think well composed, beautiful. But BT Bam like changed prog with that album. Like, they included more extreme elements that really wasn't done very much before, especially with that kind of like Dream Theater-esque influence, but like thrown in like, you know, metalcore and deathcore breakdowns, some death metal elements. Dude, Ants to the Sky. Ants to the Sky is just the wildest genre fucking hopping song I think I still ever heard. Like, all 13 plus minutes of it. It's just fucking bonkers, but it comes together. So I gotta go colors by the thinnest of margins.
Now I got one for Nick, and this one we'll see, because Maniac asked me the same thing. Broken Hope, Bowels of Repugnance, or Suffocation Breeding to Spawn?
I gotta go Suffo. Breeding the Spawn, the only thing I don't like about it is the shitty production. That's it. Dude, the songs are flat out fucking amazing. They're technical, they're brutal. The title track and Marital Decimation, two of my favorite Suffocation tracks. Yeah, like if it didn't have dog shit production, it probably would have. It might have been higher on my list. I don't know, because Pierce from Within is still my favorite. Like, that's untouchable glory.
And then you got Effigy too.
Effigy's a beast. It's like 1A and 1B. But yeah, Bring the Spawn. Like, I love Broken Hope. You know, I mean, I got into him with Loathing.
That's my favorite. But yeah,
a little bit more groove oriented, but I like that shit. Yeah, dude, Bring the Spawn's, again, you got to look past the production. Or, you know, Roadrunner just needs to quit being a dick about it and fucking reissue it and remaster it.
I like the song titles on Bowels of Repugnance more than Bring the Spawn.
Well, I mean, the gross out factor's fun.
Yeah.
Copperphagia. She came out in chunks. She was having a great time.
Well, parts of her were.
Wow.
That album is how I discovered the term felching.
Wow. I found out that in high school. Before I discovered that album.
This was for you, Nick. Cryptopsy's Non Servile or Vader's De Profundis?
Oh,
man.
Fuck you, Ricky.
That one is tough. I mean,
we were friends at one point, but now it's over.
God. I'm hard. Vader's one I'm still hard pressed to pick an absolute favorite in that discography because they're so goddamn consistent. But De Profundis is like one of the 4 or 5 that I could say is like their best fucking album. God, man. But I don't know. None So Vile, that's a pretty special fucking album. I mean, that's also one I would say is like a landscape changing one in terms of like extreme metal. So maybe in a pinch, I might just take Cryptopsy on this one, just because, again, it's one of those that kind of changed the landscape a little bit. Like, it pushed technical and brutal death metal to new fucking levels, and fucking Flo's drum work. Dear God. Yeah.
Boss, you bastard. Years of Decay or Injustice. Just because, spoiler alert, Years of Decay, my favorite Overkill album, I'm going to go Years of Decay.
Yeah.
I love Injustice, but it's my number 4.
By production, Years of Decay.
I mean, that's Terry Dade. Terry Dade on Years
the production on Injustice.
Monstrous production.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go Years of Decay. I don't know. I still like Justice. Like, Dire Z.
I love Injustice, but the production is donk shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been nice if there was a bass on there.
And the drums didn't sound like bakery.
Oh, dude, that's that stupid, ridiculous bass drum too. Like, oh, we'll make up for all the fucking low end that's in here with.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick got you with this one.
Commando is popcorn fun. It's a stupid movie, and I fucking love it for that. But First Blood is like a legit awesome movie across the board. Like, there's way more to it. It's deeper, it's darker, and I just like watching fucking Rambo go after a bunch of cops. Fuck the police, even if it is Brian Dennehy.
First Blood, I've never seen Commando.
You've never seen Commando? Commando is pure popcorn fun, dude. Dude, there are people dying in ridiculous fucking ways. It's amazing.
I know I should have seen it, but I suck.
That's like, I wouldn't put it like super high on Schwarzenegger essentials, but it's like kind of in the mid-range ones, I would say.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah. Like I would take like Total Recall over it for sure.
Actually, here I just thought this one. Since we're on the topic of like action movies, here's a question for everybody: Terminator 2 or Aliens?
Aliens.
Terminator 2.
Oh man.
I still love T2.
Oh man. Both these movies.
I mean, that movie's
really
so quotable. Still to say, "Hasta la vista, baby."
Baby.
Oh, come on, dude. Aliens.
Aliens.
That's it, man. Game over, man. We're some pretty shit now.
I'm gonna go with Aliens.
I gotta go Terminator 2 by default. Never seen Aliens.
Oh God, dude, that's like one of the best movies of the year.
I know. Listen, I suck. All right, we've established this. This has been established a long time ago.
Aliens, in terms of sci-fi horror, easily top 5. Top 5.
Dude, the Queen. Dude, fucking the Power Loader fight. The Power Loader fucking versus the Alien Queen fight.
Yes. Get off her, you bitch.
I would take that over any of the fights in the Terminator movies, honestly. Like, that's just... Dude, the Alien Queen was the fucking boss.
Yeah. No CGI. Pure puppetry.
Puppets and animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to this one. Rest in peace, Ride the Lightning. This one tugs at the heartstrings, but by a bit, I'm going Rest in Peace.
Rest in Peace.
It's still my favorite Megadeth album. Ride the Lightning was my... If it was Master of Puppets versus Rest in Peace, I would have hated Emmanuel Forever, because both of those are my 2 favorite albums of all time. But
Metallica would have won if it was Master of Puppets for me.
If it was Master of Puppets by the tiniest notch, I would have went with Master of Puppets, but I'm going to go Rest in Peace.
Ride the Lightning is the best Metallica album.
Ride the Lightning.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go Ride the Lightning for this one.
I'm going Ride the Lightning just because Dawn Patrol exists. It's the most skippable.
I love Dawn Patrol.
No one loves Dawn Patrol. Everyone.
Well, counterpoint. Ride the Lightning has Escape, which is the most boring song Metallica ever did.
I like that song.
No,
I like Escape.
It's just
dude, I like that song.
Do it.
It doesn't have to be like the most like
Ride the Lightning is like a great sandwich, and Escape is just that little bit of bread right at the end where it's just nothing.
No, there's still meat in there. There's still melody too.
It's just melodic.
A little crumb of like pastrami or whatever the fuck was in the sandwich that's still left, but it's not.
I dig it. I don't skip that one. But Dawn Patrol is just a transitional track.
Dawn Patrol's fun. It's got a cool bass line.
That's it.
That's why I like it.
Bass line
the
and
bass
I'm the machine. I'm talking about things and stuff. Like, dude, just skip right to fucking Rest in Peace.
The bass work in Dawn Patrol is infinitely better than the drum work in Escape.
All right, well, it's Lars. Lars sucks at everything.
Exactly.
But again, that song to me isn't skippable because it's an actual song. It's not some fucking bullshit interlude.
It's an actual song, but it's not a good song.
It's not a good song. Dude, you know what they should have done? That My Creation song that was a bonus track for that. They should have thrown that in there instead of fucking Dawn Patrol.
And for Escape, they should have just
just leave it on there because it's fine. The album's perfect.
No, Escape would have stayed.
They should have just been like, we don't need this.
No one needs Dawn Patrol. Everyone skips it.
No one needs Escape. I'm sorry.
Everyone skips Dawn Patrol. People listen to Escape because it's an actual song.
Even Eye of the Beholder is better than Escape, and that's probably my second least favorite '80s Metallica song.
I like Escape more than I like Eye of the Beholder. I usually skip that song.
Eye of the Beholder's got it's got cool lyrics in it. Escape lyrics are dumb.
It's Teenage Rebellion. I can relate to that. But yeah,
You
Eye of
see
the
what
Beholder
you
is
did,
just
my
like
man?
it's
You
just the
see what you
one.
did right here?
It's the one syncopated riff.
Yeah, Emmanuel, you've caused the rift.
No. And I am guessing by your name and you speak Spanish, so I'm gonna say this in Spanish. Mira lo que hiciste, cabrón, en esta situación. ¿Ok? Naim está feliz con esta situación. ¿Ok? Benito, ya.
I've never had that dish before. Is it spicy? You'll give me diarrhea.
Yeah,
Nick, Maniac, you guys are killing me with your thoughts here.
I love Nicaraguan cuisine or whatever that was.
I think this one's directed at you.
They're both dog shit. I wouldn't want to listen to either one of them.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like choosing between your left nut and your right nut and which one to remove.
No, I'm keeping both nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, I own copies of both. They're fucking terrible. I got fucking Warrior for like 50 cents. I was like, yeah, scored an Unleashed album. I didn't think it was like, yeah, Unleashed. And then I listened, I was like, fuck.
Isn't Warrior the one that has Lonked Nid or whatever? Isn't that the one with Lonked Nid on it, or is that a different one?
The one there's only one track on there that's all right.
Well, yeah. See, there's one track on Warrior, but it's like the instrumental that's like really good. No.
Yeah, it's the instrumental.
Yeah. That's a good song. What is there good to say on Same Difference?
The cover of 21st Century Schizoid Man's all right.
It's not that good. The album cover.
Wait, maybe it's Lock Nid.
By that default, I'm going Warrior because it's got one listenable track versus Same Difference, which is just.
I mean, I own them both already fucked up. So yeah, I'll just go with Unleash. But both are dog shit tier albums.
All right, moving on to better ones. Behemoth, Demigod, or Annihilation of the Wicked.
That's a no-brainer. Annihilation of the Wicked.
Annihilation of the Wicked.
Even though Demigod's awesome.
Behemoth album, but Annihilation of the Wicked's borderline perfect.
And I'm going to be ranking Nile this August. So
I'm going to be extremely Nile at the end of this month.
Nile's just a way better band too. Nile's way better than Behemoth.
More
Screaming for Vengeance or Peace of Mind?
Peace of Mind.
Screaming for Vengeance.
Peace of Mind is my favorite Iron Maiden album, so I'm going with Peace of Mind.
Down with Your Boots On just irritates me.
Down with Your Boots On is so good.
That fucking chorus is fucking terrible because, like, dude, I don't care about boots. Stop. You like Blood Brothers. You like Blood Brothers. You don't have a right to joke about. They don't say Blood Brothers is made up. He says Down with Your Boots On. Like, I swear to God, that chorus is nothing but that phrase, and it's repeated.
The riff is good. The rest of the song is great. The riff is awesome.
But the chorus is your centerpiece, and it's kind of hard to fucking skip it.
No, Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind. I love Screaming for Vengeance, I do, but Peace of Mind is a masterpiece in my opinion.
In terms of repetitive courses, I will take Bloodstone over Down with Your Boots On.
And I do not care what Lecrotic Lick says.
Well, that means that I'm a corpse in Swedish. I think it's leak.
Lick. That's why I said it.
I think it's leak. Someone actually corrected us.
Leak? Why? Fuck you.
They're Swedish. They can say things weird if they want. They put umlauts on everything.
It's leak, true. Not lick.
I think it's leak.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Like there's a leak in the boat. Fuck you.
Anyways, next up, Nisus versus May or McEntee.
Both of them are fucking super fucking solid dudes. Like really, like I talked to both. Talked to John McEntee multiple times. He watches the channel, which is weird. I can't. They're both fucking nice. Like I can't say which one's nicer. Both of them been like the first one that calls me a piece of shit or kicks me in the balls is the one that loses.
Hey John.
But if they do that to John, that's fine.
I still need to message John about being on the show because we did talk about having him on and we just forgot about it.
Yeah.
But probably have to wait on that for
facial hair.
Legendary facial hair.
I'll be seeing them both at the end of this month.
I mean, if we're comparing them,
Fist.
I mean, I haven't met either because I suck. But I mean, if we're comparing them, I guess vocally, I'd probably say John McEntee's probably the better vocalist.
I mean, by default, I'm gonna go with LeMay because I've met him. He's the only one I've met. So, by that.
Oh, this one, boss. You dirty piece of dung. Awake or Blackwater Park? Basically, my favorite Dream Theater and my favorite Opeth. How dare you?
Blackwater Park.
I gotta go Blackwater Park, though.
Blackwater Park.
Probably take Blackwater Park.
Even though I love Awake.
Awake is, like, honestly, probably the strongest Dream Theater album. It's just, you know what's awesome about Blackwater Park? No James LaBrie.
Yeah.
Hey, LaBrie was good on Awake.
He was good on Awake. He was good on Awake, and
especially Silent Man, where he's lowering the register. It's like, that's a tuneful vocal.
I also like how you spelled Blackwater Park, implying this is a black people water park.
Yeah. That's awkwardly racist.
Moving on. Nemesis Davina are at the heart of winter.
They're both off.
At the heart of winter. At the heart of winter.
Pure Holocaust or Bloodfire Death.
Bloodfire Death.
That's my number 2 Bathory album. I think Pure Holocaust was like right in the middle when I did my Immortal.
I'm gonna say Pure Holocaust.
I might have to go Pure Holocaust. That's a fucking vicious album.
It is vicious, but I'm not the biggest fan of the drum sound on that album.
Hold on, did I just agree with Necrotic Nick? No way.
Bloodfire Death, I love that album, but I mean, Under the Silence.
I think the songwriting on Bloodfire Death stronger than Pure Holocaust to me.
I mean, all right, this isn't the epic phase of Immortal yet, but I still think that honestly, I dig the fuck out. I love like almost every Immortal album, honestly.
Yeah. Even when they're at their worst, they're still.
I can't say that for Bathory.
No, Octagon is so unbelievably bad.
Requiem, Octagon can go fuck themselves.
Nah, there are moments on there I do like.
But they're buried beneath 10,000 piles of elephant dung.
Oscar the fucking Grouch.
Salma Hayek, but she's got to be, in the whole get up from Dusk Till Dawn. Yes, please.
Yeah, Salma Hayek.
Meat. Oh yeah.
What was she in? Salma Hayek, I don't know.
Salma Hayek, she's been in a lot of stuff.
From Dusk Till Dawn, Desperado.
Frida Kahlo, the movie, Grown Ups, but Texas Chainsaw or Evil Dead. Oh God, I love both movies.
I know what I would pick between these two.
She's kind of wrinkly now, but whatever.
She looks good for her age, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but it could go either way. But I'm gonna go with Texas Chainsaw for this one.
That's my choice.
I'd probably go
love Evil Dead. I
personally.
love Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead, but Texas Chainsaw, something about that just.
I've never seen Evil Dead, so yeah.
Evil Dead 2 is my favorite out of that batch. So yeah.
Let's see. Storm of the Lights, Bane or Bloodfire?
Storm of the Lights, Bane. Storm of the Lights, Bane.
Fuck you.
Storm of the Lights, Bane. Perfect.
You.
Fuck,
you.
fuckity, fuck. Storm of the Lights, Bane.
Storm of the Lights, Bane.
Storm of the Lights, Bane, yeah.
Because that's literally perfect. I mean, Bloodfire Death's
not Vites the
pretty
fucking
much.
Chotch, but Storm of the Lights, Bane. That album's brilliant.
Yeah, Corfon is an infinitely better person than John.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
obviously.
like not much of a like challenge there. Like, have you murdered anyone? No. Well, John, you already lose.
Yeah. Corthon, this guy killed somebody. Well, screw that. I'm just going to stay at home and write some epic Viking metal songs that actually rule.
And he didn't write Ryan Chaos, which is one of the cringiest albums ever made.
Now
Oh,
which would you rather listen to, Octagon or Ran Chaos?
Neither.
Oh,
I had to
Probably
listen to
Run
Rain Chaos recently. I don't
Neither.
ever want to do it again.
Probably Run Chaos because it's slightly better. Like Octagon is borderline unlistenable to me. Run Chaos has moments.
Starless Aeon is the only song on Rain Chaos that I like. That's legit the only. The rest of it, it's like the black metal equivalent of fucking Load. It's terrible.
It's a load of crock.
And like one of the most boring drum performances too. Like, dude is just it's so fucking basic coming off of like one of the best albums. I would say in metal. Period.
Prison changes a man. For the worse, it seems.
Not in a good way. But
Maybe that's probably why he killed himself because he's like, "Oh, this album's pretty bad. I'm just gonna
It
out of here."
Something way more fucking pretentious, like it was the satanic destiny of the blah. Dude, he
actually
went hook, line, and sinker into that shit.
Mhm.
Which, speaking of John, I did get this Ophthalmia
Ophthalmia.
in Darkness.
Hmm.
I don't have that one.
Pretty cool, like Blackened Death Doom, kind of.
I have.
And it's kind of a super group, though, because you got John, and then you got members of Edge of Sanity, and I think Marduk, too.
I have to listen to
But
that.
Yeah, I
Because
have.
John does the vocals, and then you have Benny from Edge of Sanity doing the drums, and of course Dan Swano doing the production, because why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I have Via Dolorosa and Dominion.
Actually, here's a question that I actually just thought of since we're kind of on the topic of dissection. So, Necrophobic, Nocturnal Silence, or Sacramentum, Far Away from the Sun?
Necrophobic.
I like Sacramentum. That's that album can get a little long in the tooth. Like, there's only so much of the cold atmosphere I can deal with. I think it's a great album though. But Necrophobic, they got riffs. They got a lot more riffs.
Yeah, I was debating it in my head at first, but I'd probably say Necrophobic. I think Necrophobic also has more of their own identity versus Sacramento being like full on dissection worship.
Perfect, like dissection worship. Whereas with Nocturnal Silence, that was where they were kind of like Bathory meets Entombed.
Still a lot more death metal
centric
than even their later material, honestly.
That HM2 tone on there too is pretty nasty with that blackened atmosphere on top.
This next question is fairly easy, I think.
Shotgun Justice. Probably go Shotgun Justice.
Shotgun Justice.
Dude, that album's a ripper.
And guess what? I'm going to see Razor here at the end of the month over at Maryland Death Fest. Sorry, I want to keep plugging that.
My condolences for having to listen to Bob Reed's horrible vocals.
It'll be fun. I mean, there's so many other bands too, so I'm going to have a blast.
But Shotgun Justice, that was the last really good Razor album. After that,
I liked Open Hostility, except for the
no. Right. Open Hostility was solid. I forgot about
the drum machine.
And I despite the drum sound, I like the new album. Despite the drum sound.
That's just in my opinion. Decibels is trash.
I actually the only one I haven't really listened to, and they're not really in a rush to reissue that one.
Dude, the album cover made me want to commit seppuku the first time I saw it. Like,
yeah, there was not a lot of trying there.
Violent Restitution is still the go-to Razor album.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Evil Invaders for me.
That's his second.
All right, Levi, give it to me. I know you want to give me a hard one. Come on.
Phrasing.
Give me a hard choice.
Well, before that,
Sons of the
Northern Darkness or Anthems of the Welcome at Dusk.
Like extra north.
Sons of Northern Darkness.
I gotta go Sons of Northern Darkness too.
Sons of Northern Darkness.
That's my
Sons
number
of
2.
Northern Darkness that was one of my first black metal albums.
Tyrant. The song Tyrants alone.
I love Anthems to the Welcome at Dusk.
One by one.
Sons of Northern Darkness is such a ripper.
That riff on One by One.
If it was in the Night Side Eclipse, Emperor would have won for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question.
But I love anthems too, so that's not an easy one, honestly.
I gotta hear about do one by one in his set at MDF last year.
Clayman or Damage Done?
Oh.
Who did Damage Done? I forget. Isn't that Dark
Tranquility?
See, I'm not as familiar with Dark Tranquility.
That's the start, I think, of like one of their best runs there. Damage Done character and fiction. Fucking love
These
those.
are both my second favorite albums by these bands.
Ooh, I can't see.
Maybe
I would take Oracle and Death Race over
Clayman was the last of their classic run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After that,
man.
I'll probably go with Damage Done. That's not hard. That's not easy.
Pinball Maps are
Have
fucking banging.
arrived or Artillery's Fear of Tomorrow.
These are both not the best albums.
Not the best.
See, I saw
If it was
the
dark-
tomorrow.
If it was
And
dark-
even We Have Arrived, I don't even consider that an album. I think that's a
Yes.
demo. I think it's more of
It's an album.
It's an album. Dude, I own it.
I'm gonna go decisive on that one.
I'm gonna go. We Have Arrived. I like that album. I know, like, it's not a fan favorite, but I do dig that one. It's a little bit more early thrash, heavy metal, but it's good.
I'll say Fear of Tomorrow. I like that album.
Levi.
Boss, you are really
I don't think I've
trying
heard.
to string
Oh,
I'm gonna go
God.
Motorhead by default because it's probably better than when Saxon's bad. It's fucking terrible.
Dude, Lionheart. is
Lionheart.
awesome.
Lionheart. God, Lionheart for me.
But
I love Inferno. I love Inferno, but Lionheart is fucking Lionheart.
Inferno. I like Inferno. You mother! Ah!
I have to go Dirt.
Dirt.
I have to go Dirt.
I love
love
when
both albums.
when the kite string pops, but yeah, I love that album. I think it's one of the most essential '90s listens. But it's Dirt.
Dornish Raven, you're gonna make me cry.
Dirt's one of like my all-time favorite fucking albums. Period.
Mine too.
If it was any other Alice in Chains album, Acid
Rain and
Bath,
Blood
but
of Darkness Descends.
Oh, Rain and Blood.
Rain and Blood.
Yeah, I love
Rain and
Darkness
Blood.
Descends.
Darkness Descends. I like it. It's frantic. It has more in common with like Possessed Seven Churches than it does with Rain and Blood. Like Rain and Blood is tighter. And well, I mean, all right, Darkness Descends. I don't think that's like the best Gene Hoglan drum performance. I feel at moments he's like a little off on that one. It's a good album. It's fun, but Rain and Blood fucking whoops ass. I love every track.
I am going to go against the grain and say Darkness Descends.
Well, you just do that then.
Well, I will.
Well, you did.
Necrotic lick.
So, Ricky,
Oh.
my choice for you.
Oh, God. Here we go.
AC/DC Back in Black.
Oh,
Swallow the
God.
Sun where the shadows forced into the light. He even took his headphones off. Because I know those are his two favorite albums of all time.
I think you came back.
Swallow the Sun.
I think you came back in black and hit him in the sack.
First of all, fuck this guy. Second of all, fuck this guy. You're basically telling me that to choose between the one album that got me into rock and metal in general versus the other album that has helped me throughout my entire adult life and that I got signed by the band. Oh, I hate you so much, Levi. I fucking hate you so much. I fucking hate you.
Swallow the Sun.
Yeah, I'd probably go Swallow the Sun. Back in Black's not my favorite AC/DC.
AC/DC is they're an okay band. I'm just tired of them.
Oh,
I like all four of their songs.
These
I'm
are
sure-
my
Well, I'm
These
sure they're
are my-
tired of you two.
They don't know I
These are
exist.
my-
I want to keep it that way.
these are like in my top 5 albums of all time. Oh,
Right in the heart.
oh yeah, right in the heart, right in my fucking heart.
I thought you were about to say right in the penis.
Well, that too. You probably took that out as well.
Right in the penis of the heart.
Oh God!
Right in the myocardial urethra.
I got
never
popcorn.
thought
I'm
in-
enjoying this drama.
I never thought in my entire life this will ever happen. Oh God! So pretty much I have to choose between this and this.
Yep.
Well, not pretty much exactly that.
So either your left nut or your right nut.
Pretty much, or my favorite child and my other favorite child.
Well, one of them's going to coal mines.
The other one's going to go to
man.
university, become a doctor, find the cure for cancer.
So okay, this one has my all-time favorite song of all time. The one song I want to be buried when I go down on that round. But this one, on the other hand, oh,
Just pick, man. I don't want to be here for 6 hours.
we could.
Oh, dear. I've done a 12-hour live stream. You're going Swallow the Sun.
Move along.
All right.
Move along.
Eh?
Move along. Move along.
Well, that made Nick happy.
Swallow Sun was the right answer.
Yeah.
You're pretty much going against my top two fans of all time, 1 and 2.
Well, here's the thing, Ricky. You can turn on the radio at any point to any rock station and guarantee you're going to hear like 3 or 4 of those songs.
That's how
I
the hell I
know.
would have got with ACDC.
I know.
So you're really not losing it. You're just losing a few tracks.
I know. And the fact that I saw 2 of my favorite bands of all time this year alone also, it doesn't fucking help.
Well,
I literally
keep
have
remembering.
the fucking poster and the vinyl that I got sent from Swallow Sun, plus all the fucking CDs have from Swallow Sun signed. So yeah,
You're cooking
but anyway.
very well.
All right. Human or effigy? Oh,
Human. Human.
dirty
Effigy.
bastard.
Effigy.
Effigy.
Human.
Because the only reasons I don't like Cosmic Sea, I skipped that track. Everything else on Human, fucking glorious.
What the
Cosmic
fuck?
Sea is boring.
Come on.
I
Yeah.
love Cosmic Sea.
It's an extra cynic song that should have been on
In
Focus.
terms of
It's a leftover
instrumentals,
cynic
that's-
demo. Or it's cynic
Okay.
scratch track.
And
You
don't
know
even get me
what I mean?
started on the God of Thunder cover.
Yeah, no. Every single song
I
on
don't
Effigy
count
is
that
amazing.
because I was on.
You have Corpse Grinder doing guest vocals on Effigy.
Yeah. And you have Infecting the Crypts. You get Dude, Jesus Wept. Ugh.
Even though like half the album was re-recorded from Human Waste, it's still a ripper.
Dude, Catatonia is a necessary one. I mean, yeah, you're not going to leave behind those tracks. Like, we can spice these things up, make them sound even beefier. Dude, the breakdown on Liege of Inveracity.
That's the perfect slam right there.
Right there. Every slam meathead was born. There were probably slam meatheads that were conceived to that fucking breakdown. I'm not going to nut until we hit the breakdown. Shut up.
So, Human's a classic, but it's not my favorite Death album.
It is my
Effigy-
favorite Death album, but
Oh, no,
Effigy is my favorite Suffocation album, so I'm gonna go Effigy. That's probably the hardest one tonight for me because I love them both equally. Oh,
Wait, is Do or Die on Catharsis? I don't know on that shit.
I think
It's
it's
a
on
single.
Catharsis.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it was just released as a single, but that's the one where he says like "fuck your little internet memes" or whatever he says.
I'll say this. I'll go Radical because at least I could have a good laugh. Whereas with Do or Die, I just want to fucking beat the shit out of something.
No. Look, Radical is one of the most awful things ever created. There's nothing redeemable about it.
It's laughably awful. It's
No,
so bad I want to
it
laugh.
scorns the reputation of David Vincent's era in fucking Morbid Angel. It's
Can I?
one of the,
Can I?
dude. It's Power Man fucking 5000.
Can I
I'll
either?
take Do or Die because I haven't heard that song and it can't be
Can
shittier
I-
than Radical. Radical is
Can
just
I?
fucking Mountain Dew commercial fucking energy drink fucking soaked bullshit.
I mean,
Blackpink
I'll
is
say I
K-pop?
don't want pick either, but I would rather listen to Radical just so I could bust a gut. Whereas with Do or Die, I probably just want to fucking
Do
toss
or
my computer
die.
out the window.
Obviously, he meant to say bust a nut because David
said
Vincent's cowboy hat makes him very horny. As a matter of fact,
It's the leather pants. Lace me up, guys. Gotta get on stage. Dude, like I saw them on the, and luckily they only played one song off of Lumina Manus or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, no one wanted to hear it. In fact, I watched a big migration of people to the merch area of Summer Slaughter.
I love how no one even calls that album by its proper name. Everyone just calls it Illuminamanus now.
It's Illuminamanus forever.
Illuminamanus.
Well, it's because it is an Illuminamanus.
It's terrible. It's oh god, I fucking hate that album.
All right, I think this one's more geared towards Ricky. So, October Tide, Rain Without End, or Catatonia, Brave Murder Day.
Brave Murder Day.
Brave Murder Day.
Brave Murder Day. Don't get me wrong, I love that Ring Without End album, but Brave Murder Day is like
October
top
Tide
10.
album.
Yeah.
It's like The Cure does Death Doom. I love it.
Like, yeah, Brave Murder Day.
Pierce from Within, None So Vile. Ooh.
I love None So Vile, but dude, Pierce from Within, that was my fucking one of my big gateways into more brutal music like that.
I'm gonna go Pierce from Within as well.
Broken Hope's Loathing. But yeah, I went from like showing people like, dude, Cannibal Corpse and Obituary is heavy, and then someone's like, oh, have you ever heard Pierce from Within? They played me fucking Thrones of Blood, which is like fucking one of the best Suffocation songs ever.
Yeah.
None So Vile. Only because I like Effigy more than Pierce.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick. The other Nick? Not that.
Hey,
Nick.
they are.
Hey.
Nick's good people. This dude seems to know fucking everything in terms of like metal and fucking punk and hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get on one of these streams sometime, Nick.
Yeah. No, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that was
Actually, here's actually another question I would like to pose to you lovely gentlemen. So, Sadus, Swallowed in Black, or Ripping Corpse, Dreaming with the Dead?
Ripping Corpse.
Ripping.
I love Sadus, but
Ripping Corpse.
Ripping Corpse, that album is special.
Yes.
If it was Sadus Illusions, it would have been tougher.
But Ripping Corpse still would have won, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably like Swallowed in Black a little bit more than Illusions. Just kind of based off production, honestly. I think production was better on Swallowed in Black. Illusions was kind of, I don't know.
I like pretty much all of Sadus' stuff, dude. Even Elements of Anger, despite it being more proggy, I dig that album. I think it's kind of underrated.
But I mean, the slam breakdown on Rift of Hate is one of the greatest moments in metal.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that slam breakdown was probably better than Legion of Veracity. I'm just gonna say it.
More people heard Legion of Veracity and went, dude, I'm gonna base my entire band sound on that one fucking moment. Like, I want to make metal so dumb that people will think I can't even fucking read.
Need to lay off the Four Loko.
Oh shit, dude! They still make Four Loko? I thought that shit was like, illegal everywhere because like people just died. Like, dude, I used to, well, not like all the time, but on a drunken night in the dares, like what's left in the fucking fridge we can drink. Oh, Four Loko. This won't end with me in fucking cuffs. I think, the last time I had Four Loko was a birthday fucking forever ago. It was like, yeah, I got your Four Loko for your birthday. Like, well, I'm going to drink it.
3 Doritos later.
Demanufacture.
As tough as this one is.
Demanufacture.
Yeah, Demanufacture. I love City. City that's like one of the albums that got me into heavier music, but Demanufacture is a masterpiece.
Yep.
Oh my god, I almost can't pick here. I don't
blame you. It's this one's mean. Emmanuel, you're a mean person.
Oh, man. You know what? I might take City, just because there is one track that I always skip on Demanufacture, and that's Therapy for Pain.
Yeah, but there's the one track on was it the cover? Was it Room 429?
I love that cover. I think that cover is awesome. I actually have stuff by the Cop Shoot Cop was the band they covered.
I don't like that cover. It's just it feels out of place, honestly.
I don't know. I think it's fun.
I Therapy for Pain. I would agree it's too long, but I feel like it's got it. I understand it. It's meant to be this kind of like atmospheric, like suicide ballad. I guess I don't know.
Well, the other issue is I don't feel as though Burton had the vocals to carry that. Like he kind of sounds like a deaf dude yelling at times. Tell me I'm wrong. Ooh,
Skinny Puppy. Skinny Puppy.
Probably Skinny Puppy.
I mean, I'll probably go Skinny Puppy just because early Pitch Shifter is essentially
Godflesh
ripoffs, and then later Pitch Shifter. I mean, I think it's kind of fun. Infotainment's a good album.
Yeah.
I like one Pitch Shifter album. I like the debut, and that's it. Everything else,
dude,
basically, you like Godflesh Street Cleaner.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I own that Pitch Shifter and a whole bunch of early Pitch Shifter, but all of it was like, dude, this is almost indistinguishable from Godflesh.
Yeah, Skinny Puppy is awesome. On the other hand,
I need to listen to more Godflesh, the latter stuff. I heard it's pretty good.
Some of the most recent albums, awesome. Like that was like a throwback to fucking Street Cleaner and Clean.
Oh yeah.
And I like Hymns. I think Hymns is a good album. Songs of Love and Hate. That's kind of like a hit or miss one with some people.
Alice in Hell. Alice in Hell.
Yeah, I'd take Alice in Hell.
If it was Violent Restitution, I would have gone with Razor, but because it's not, Alice in Hell.
I've listened to Evil Invaders more, so I have to go with Evil Invaders.
I love Evil Invaders, dude. The riff on Cross Me Fool is so good.
Nowhere Fast is one of my favorite instrumentals of all time.
And I mean, dude,
Birds Like a Buzzsaw Blade. That's still probably my favorite track on Alice in Hell.
I mean, dude, if we're comparing Jeff Waters' riffs to Dave Carlo's riffs,
yeah. Wicked Mystic might be my favorite off Alice in Hell.
That's a good song too.
I like WTYD.
Welcome to Your Death. That would be up there too. Ooh, Emmanuel's trying to kill you, Ricky.
I'd probably take Catatonia. Like, there's
more
like kind of a
discography.
An ebb and flow. Like My Dying Bride's consistency isn't like always the best.
My Dying Bride actually on this one.
Yeah, no, My Dying Bride too.
I don't know. In terms of debuts, though, I would say My Dying Bride, because As the Flower Withers is fucking amazing. That's still, honestly, that might still be my favorite fucking My Dying Bride album.
I love that debut. I think way better than Catatonia's debut, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can Dance to December Souls it's moody, it's gothic, and you can literally hear Jonas' fucking vocals break on it.
Yeah,
definitely more black metal than their
Death Doom.
Yeah,
like Black Doom, kind of Black and Doom, kind of
Black and Death Doom.
Yeah.
Creator or Slayer?
Slayer.
I love Creator.
Even though Creator's discography, in my opinion's more consistent, despite a little period in the 90s, but after
Slayer's highs are higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although Slayer's lows were lower. If you
were they? Do you think Diabolus was worse than Endorama?
Yes.
Really?
No.
No,
I don't like either.
Not at all.
But no. Like, there's at least a couple of tracks that are okay on Diabolus, like, Point. I think it's good. Scrum, and of course the opening track, Bitter Peace. Bitter Peace is a fucking banger. But it's just, all the shit in between. It's just like, well, no.
Yeah, no, thank you. But Endorama is painfully bad.
Well, like I said in my ranking, I don't think like that and Outkast would be shat on as much if it was another band doing it. Like if it was Tiamat, because I feel like they were really into Tiamat at the time. And I think they
Yeah.
wanted to write their own
Tiamat,
Tiamat albums.
If Tiamat did it, Tiamat would have made it better though, because they would have been able to.
That's
They
the
would have been able to
point.
pull it off.
That's the point. If
Yeah.
it was Tiamat doing those two albums, I don't think I
Renewal
mean, like, oh,
is
these are
also
underrated Tiamat albums.
Renewal
But the
is
fact
so
that
bad
Creator
too, though.
did them were just
Because Cause for Conflict's also a little uneven too.
It's-
Very dry production on that.
Yeah, it's dull. It's dull.
well, I mean, Cause for Conflict was actually, I didn't think it was bad. I thought there were some pretty good songs on it, but very uneven. Yeah, I thought it was all right. Renewal, I didn't care for because it just sounded more like a punk album than a thrash album. Despite recorded at more sound, which I still am surprised.
In the Evil Invaders video, the singer licks the guitarist fretboard. Oh, fucking gross.
Sleeper Caius.
Oh, Caius. Dude,
Caius.
Blues for the Red Sun and
Caius.
fucking, Welcome to
Sky Valley. Sky Valley.
I adore
Yeah, I'd
sleep.
probably go
I adore
Caius.
sleep, but Caius.
I know Nick's not going to say anything about this. Breaking Benjamin or Chevelle.
Oh, I grew up with
Are
these
they the
two
same
bands.
They might as well be.
Breaking Benjamin.
You know what,
for me.
honestly?
Breaking Benjamin.
I will take Chevelle. I like the first, well, technically, no, the first two albums, honestly.
The first two albums.
Shit.
I gotta go Breaking Benjamin because I still have a soft spot for a few of their songs when I was
I still
a kid growing up.
honestly, I'd maybe say Chevelle. I think Chevelle. Like,
I do think Chevelle overall is a better band, but
Chevelle has better hooks than Breaking Benjamin. I feel like
I don't know. I
But
still
they're not.
have a soft spot
They're
for
both
some songs.
very just middle of the road divorced
Alt
death rock
metal,
bands.
yeah.
They're not like Five Finger Death Punch bad, but they're not
I'm nowhere close.
No,
nowhere
no.
close.
No.
few bands.
It's
are
not
that.
pop rock.
Taka or Satyricon.
Satiricon.
Taka.
Satiricon.
Taka.
Satiricon.
I'd probably
Satyr-
go Taka in terms of consistency.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. For me with Satyricon, I don't give a fuck about anything after Nemesis Divina.
I still like some. Actually, their last album I think is fucking underrated as hell.
Taka
I
is
like riffs,
consistent as hell though. Taka's-
What's the one with the fucking snake on it? I don't like that one.
Oh, what the hell was that? It was too now diabolical.
No, I think that was after it. Hold on.
dude, the self-titled from the Satyricon is so fucking bad.
I have that
So-
one. That one's kind of meh.
Is that the self? Well, what's the other? What's the one before the self-titled? Actually, don't remember.
Oh, that's now diabolical, I believe.
Is it? Oh no,
Yeah,
Age of
Volcano,
Nero.
Volcano I don't like.
Age of Nero was before the
Oh,
self-titled.
and I don't. Do I have that one? Oh yeah, no, I do have Age of Nero. Yeah, I haven't listened to that thing.
That album was so. They're both really just boring. They're like nothing happens the entire time they're playing.
Speaking of Satyricon, I'd been watching their what the hell was it called? I got two Metal Archives real quick. What was it? The Roadkill Extravaganza home movie they did when they toured with Pantera, Behemoth, Power Man 5000 for whatever reason. Like he even got up on stage with Power Man 5000. Then immediately after they showed a quick clip, Satyr's just like, why did I do that? But him backstage with Phil and Shane from Napalm Death, just, oh god, that was so funny. Like Satyr's telling Phil, one of our.
Well, on that note, I gotta go.
All right,
I gotta go
see you,
because
Ricky.
I have to gotta get up early.
Hey, man.
But yeah, like Satyr talking to Phil, like, dude, one of our tour managers said that Shane looks like Messiah from Candlemass. Phil's like, very true. Like fucking seeing in the footage, Phil hanging out with Fenriz, listening to Superjoint together was pretty cool. And then them sharing a bus with Behemoth back in 2000, so Nurgle was really young. And I think their bus driver's like, how many dialects are there in Poland? And they're like, well, how many dialects are there in Norway? The guy's just like, just doesn't say a damn word. I don't know. It was just pretty fun watching like the Pantera stuff on that tour. Because, yeah, that's hard to believe. Satyricon opened for Pantera in 2000 in Europe. That's
the last time I saw it was with Nothing Face, Morbid Angel, and Soulfly.
Yeah.
What, Pantera or Satyricon?
Pantera.
Oh, Satyricon. I was about to say Satyricon and Nothing Face is a choice.
Nothing Face, I was a big fan of them.
They're good. They're good.
I need to get
do
their
like them.
albums.
I mean, honestly, all of them are pretty good.
Like Skeletons was a banger. Violence was really good.
Audio Guide to Everyday Atrocity, their debut, I really like that album a lot. Yeah, what's the one after that? Wait, that's the second one. My bad. The first one. What the fuck was the first one called?
Was it like Pacifier?
Yep.
Was that what it's called? Yeah.
Pacifier's got some good songs though.
Yeah.
Hitch. I really like that song. Self Punishment. Lips Dick.
Real quick, we'll do these next two, and then we're gonna call it a stream. So, Crimson 2 still,
Still Life.
I have to go Still Life, but I love Crimson 2.
Still Life.
I gotta go
Still
Life.
Still.
But again, I absolutely love Crimson 2, but not as much as Crimson 1. Plus, I love how there's a clear difference in the two. Like Crimson 1, you still had some of that HM2 tone going on there. And also Michael Ockerfeld helping out on vocals. And still to this day, that like hypnotic duet between Ockerfeld and Swano, that clean, hypnotic duet, probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in a metal song. Whereas with Crimson 2, you know, Dan not doing the growls because he blew out his voice, so he just did cleans. But I like how there's a lot of Dream Theater vibes on there, and I think Swano would probably tell you that even on Moon Tower's solo album, he's like, those albums could be like Dream Theater on a bad day vibes, which is kind of funny. And then the last one, and I know probably neither of you are going to care, but I'll answer, Sabaton or Powerwolf.
Those like fucking Marvel Comics rejects.
It's like
I only recently got into Powerwolf with their last album, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty fun, pretty catchy. But overall, I gotta go Sabaton.
they're both
Carlos, or what was the name of that album? Yeah, Carlos Rex. I think that's one of my favorites from that band because it was heavier. It was a heavier version of themselves, and plus you had Peter Tattergren doing production. And also seeing the behind the scenes of that album, like good God, it's like Sabaton and Peter Tattergren were meant to work together because they're all like the same kind of people, like goofballs that just make fun of each other.
They're both just like this butt rock power metal hybrid.
They're so unbearably fucking cheesy. Like it's not even like the good kind of cheese. It's not like an aged cheese that's delicious. It's like someone left out a pile of fucking Velveeta in the sun for like 3 fucking days and a raccoon pissed on it.
I will give Powerwolf a bit of credit because they did not do a cover of one of my favorite Motorhead songs, and they did not absolutely fucking butcher it like Sabaton did. Fuck you, Sabaton. That 1916 cover is awful. I hate you. Go kill yourself, Powerwolf, because they didn't do that.
I don't know. I like Sabaton's cover of Twilight of the Thunder God. I do think that's a pretty good cover.
Well, it's Twilight of the Thunder God. The 1916, they took one of the saddest fucking song Motorhead ever did and turned it into this butt rock song.
I have this solid streak going of not listening to either band. I'm going to keep it going by continuing to not listen to it.
Good on you, Necrotic. Good gold star, just for you.
Oh, hold on. Dreadful has an important question for the nerds. That's me. And it's fucking Boba Fett. I love Obi-Wan. He's my favorite Jedi. He's the best Jedi. Do not dispute me. Luke was overrated, and he had a lot of fucking issues. But Obi-Wan, stellar Jedi. But yeah, Boba Fett's the fucking man.
Meh. I don't know. I don't do that. I don't star the wars, so I'm just gonna have to.
Me neither. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Oh, Star Trek.
I like the Family Guy parodies.
I know. Look, I know I suck. I haven't seen anything. All right, I'm bad at everything.
Everyone's got their realm of fantasy.
Mine being Marvel.
I mean,
which actually, Nick, did you get to see Thunderbolts yet?
No, not yet.
Oh man, I will say this: I think it's the best movie they've done since Endgame. It's so good.
I mean, it looks good.
So fun. It's funny, but it's also kind of sad.
That's what I've heard. Actually, buddy of mine posted, said it's one of the most human films they've done.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of processing. You know, depression, isolation. Yeah. But yeah, all right. That's. I mean, good heroes are relatable.
Yeah. Again, I still loving the trailer. Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? She's bulletproof-ish. Fucking, I love David Harbour. He's so good. Well, on that note, I know this was kind of a shorter stream, but I got some buddies awaiting me for other stuff, so I'm going to hop on over there with them. But thank you, Ricky, Maniac, and Nick for dropping by on this random Sunday night stream where I got nothing going on because I'm home alone, and yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Horns high and dream sweat. But actually, one last thing before I go. A joke for both of you.
Oh, fuck. I mean, go ahead. That came out wrong.
What do you call an alien with 3 balls?
Unable to walk?
Extra testicular?
Extra testicle?
Extraterrestrial.
That's what I was going for.
All right, first off, Cheech and Chong, still smoking. There's a whole bit. E.T., but his name is Eddie Torres, the extra testicle. Yeah.
Hey, what affliction does E.T. the extraterrestrial have? What affliction does he have, do you think?
E.D.?
Erectile torsion. E.T. erectile torsion.
Okay.
That joke clearly.
There you go. Hold on. I have one. Maybe it's a little too clever. I don't know. Man goes out to his backyard to chop down a tree. Tree starts talking. Like, hey, don't chop me down. Now the gentleman responds, well, no, I think he says something to the effect of, you'll kill me. It's like, well, either way, you're a talking tree. You'll die a log. Give it a minute. There it is. You're welcome. No. I know. It's awful, right? But yeah, no more you think about it. Like,
how do you remove friends on Facebook?
When you said
if that's the standard for removing friends.
Hey, you did the same thing to me. I get you.
When you said the tree started talking, I thought it was going to be a joke about the tree speaking Vietnamese. Like I thought it was going to be like a Viet Cong joke.
Oh no, that would have been really dark.
Oh
God.
Damn it.
All right.
I'm going to steal that one. All
right, now this is just turning into a Sunday night pun stream.
All right, anyways, before I lose more brain cells from my jokes and other people's jokes, bye!
Yeah, later, guys.
Later.